released by Ventureline in 1983 for the ColecoVision home system. It is a port of an arcade game by the same title that was released 1 year earlier. Let's pop it in the old ColecoVision and give it a try. Looping has 4 levels of skill and it's 1 or 2 player. I chose skill level 1 for the purposes of this review. Alright, in looping you control a little airplane. It doesn't really look much like an airplane. And it's a pretty basic game. It's very symptomatic of early arcade games, especially flying flight kind of games. The controls in looping are basic enough. On the ColecoVision controller, you hold down to fly at an upward angle and up to fly in a downward angle. That's a very common configuration for flight games. It tries to simulate a flight stick. Of the 2 buttons on the ColecoVision controller, one controls your shooting and the other button speeds up your plane. And that's about all you need to know for controlling your aircraft in this game. I should note that everything in this game is deadly. You can't touch a single thing. Anything but blank space will cause your plane to crash. Even the top of the screen, as you just saw. Now, the object of looping is to guide your plane to the end of the course. The end of the course is marked by the end, the words "the end." And you can kind of see a glimpse of that if you look to the left of the starting takeoff screen. This game is obviously just one short loop for gameplay area. The ColecoVision system was known for its wonderful ports of arcade games, and they were in fact very true to their arcade counterparts. And this is also true with looping. Looping is almost an exact replica of the arcade version. The only problem here is that the arcade version of looping was what I like to call a shitty game. The game feels very disjointed. It doesn't have a very good flow from one sequence to the other. And it feels a lot like the gameplay was just created haphazardly. Although looping is a somewhat challenging game as far as gameplay is concerned, it's rather lackluster in actual gaming experience. If you're able to make it to the actual end of the course, the game will reset on the next skill level. And each progressive skill level does little subtle things to make the game more difficult, but the actual maps don't change. There's more balloons added to the city area, and faster balloons. And the game generally is more difficult, but not necessarily more fun to play. I wouldn't recommend looping by any means. If you have a ColecoVision, don't go out of your way to pick this thing up. It's more or less a piece of shit. I'm Dommy from Classic Games Revisited. Until next time.